Hi, this is William Clark for the Last Stand podcast. Uh, Kind of an unusual deal I wanted to talk to you about today. Not so much about my books and about my writing, but about me. And hopefully, I can share something with you that will resonate with older men in my age demographic in particular. I've been away from the YouTube podcast for a while, frankly, because I've had a health issue. And it's one that I want to talk to you about. A lot of my audience is men over 50. Guys who paid their dues in life, raised a family, had a mortgage, raised kids, did all the things right, worked hard, ate what you wanted, bought what you wanted, sacrificed, and lived a long, productive life. And then in the end, something happens with your health that has the potential to take all that away, all that effort, all those good things. And in my case, it was a heart issue. And it would be a lie to say that it came out of nowhere. It didn't come out of nowhere. It came out of an idea that I was bulletproof, that nothing could bother me health-wise if I just kept my head down and just kept going. Well, what I did have was an artery in my heart that was blocked like 80%. Painless for years, didn't know what was going on. Had an idea because I didn't eat a lot of good food. I just ate fast food and pretty much ate whatever I wanted. So it wasn't a concern to me. About 2 months ago, I started noticing a tingling in my left hand or a fullness in my arm that would radiate into my chest and make me feel weak. Didn't have sweats, didn't have chest pain per se, but a fullness in the left side. It scared me, and I kept it from my wife, and I kept it from everybody else. This feeling of fear that I had about what was going on. I've always been an athlete my whole life. I've always played sports. I've always raced motorcycles. I've always skydived. I've done all these things. And I've always had this image of myself of, I'm okay. Whatever it is, I'll suck it up, get through it. Well, it got worse. Over the coming weeks, the fullness in my left arm and this weird full chest pain was getting worse. And it was making me more fearful of what was going on. Now, I was lying to myself because I knew intuitively that this was a heart issue. I'm 72. 72-year-old guys start having problems. But in my mind, I'm thinking, not this guy, not this 72-year-old. I'm a paratrooper, or I used to be. I'm a hardcore SWAT police officer, used to be. I was a tough guy, or I thought I was, used to be. And then I started having this problem, this issue. And I knew intuitively I was in trouble. Again, denial. Didn't tell the wife about it. Didn't mention it. Just kept it to myself. But I was quietly fearful. And I knew that there was something really going on. Well, last Saturday morning, I was walking up and down the stairs, and boy, it hit. It wasn't this crushing thing, but it was a pain that made me sit down. Literally sit down and know that I had a problem, a big problem. Well, I told the wife last Saturday morning, I'm going to drive myself to the hospital. I'm going to go find out what's going on. I kind of made light of it and said, well, it's probably maybe GERD or indigestion or whatever. So I went to the hospital. here in St. Joseph, Michigan. Great hospital, by the way. I went in and I went to the emergency room, walked in and said, you know what? I told the clerk there, I think I'm having a heart attack. Amazing how fast I was taken care of. Security came over, put me in a wheelchair, wheeled me into the emergency room, had my shirt off me in seconds, and they were sticking electrodes and stickers all over me. And the process of finding out what was wrong with me started. Well, about two different doctors came in and were asking me about my symptoms. And I told them this radiating pressure in my left arm and in my chest. And both of them said, you're having an issue and it's serious and we're going to have to check it out. And I said, I have to go to work Monday morning and I need to get out of here as soon as possible. So just give me some pills. And see, still in denial. Like a lot of you guys out there are doing right now in your head. Oh, there's nothing wrong with me. Give me a pill, give me a bottle of cough syrup, and I'll be out of here. No. The third doctor came in after the EKG was on, and the EKG showed that my heart was not damaged, but there was a circulation problem somewhere. I had a blockage somewhere. They didn't know where, but they had an idea. And then they said the word that I have been dreading, admittance. You are going to be admitted to the hospital. Now, this is Saturday morning at about 9 o'clock. I got things to do at home. I got guns to clean. I've got a house to help pick up and clean up because the wife is buried under her own work. I have things to do. Now, I am being formally admitted to the hospital. This is on Saturday morning about 9:30. So in comes the nurses who handle, signing you in and all the paperwork and everything. And while this is going on, more nurses are coming in and more doctors are coming in and putting more electrodes and more stickers and everything else on me. It's a flurry of activity on me. Well, long story short, a third doctor comes in and says, you're going to need a shunt or a catheter up there in your neck or in your heart to find out where this blockage is at, and we have to admit you to the hospital formally. We can't let you leave because you're probably you might have a heart attack. It's that serious. That got my attention. It scared me more. I'm seeing the lights of mortality flash on the left side of my head, and I'm thinking, all right, all them double cheeseburgers and all that pizza and all that good stuff I love has caught up with me with a vengeance. And I'm scared. I don't show it, but I'm scared. Well, the wife comes down later. She drives her own car in, and she comes in, and I can tell the fear on her face is real. She sees me all hooked up with electrodes and everything, and I'm in that hospital gown, which just screams fatality. And I tell her what's going to happen, that they've admitted me, and I'm going to be here for a day or two. I thought I'd be there overnight, and they would do the surgery that morning or that next day, that evening, Saturday night. And they said, no, we only do these catheterizations on Monday. Now, this is Saturday in the morning. All right. I'm now getting my head around the idea that I'm going to be here a while. Don't like it. Don't want to be here. Don't want to be involved with this. But I know that I'm in trouble. Just when another doctor comes in and starts talking to me about my issue, I get one of those incidents of pain. And I tell him, I'm having one of these things right now. He says, okay, then admitting you is the right thing to do. Long story short, I get admitted. I'm in an observation room. They're now waiting for a bed for me upstairs on the 4th floor. Here we go. After about 2 hours of waiting, a guy comes in and says, we're going to wheel you up to your room, and start the procedures of getting you better. I'm on a stretcher, I'm on a rolling bed, and they roll me upstairs, roll me into an elevator upstairs. And I'm thinking, man, I'll tell you what, this has got to be the worst day of my life. I get up to my room. Sure enough, it's a one-person hospital room. It's real nice, actually, if you got a room. By myself, it's got its own bathroom and everything. I'm told to get on the bed, and they hook me up with all kinds of heart monitors that signal 24/7 to machines all over the place. All the blood draws start. Every 4 hours, I get a blood draw. Every 4 hours. 24/7, round the clock. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, you got some nurse waking you up, jabbing a needle in you and pulling blood out of you. This goes on for 3 days. Monday morning, I finally get rolled into the operating room where the catheterization is going to take place. Ultra professional. They tell me there's not going to be any pain. You're just going to be checked and have this wire run up your groin, up through your chest, up into your valves of your heart, or your veins in your heart, arteries. As I'm laying there, he does what he has to do to put it through my groin, and man, that hurt. That got my attention. And then it was numb. And then they gave me a shot of something that literally just put me on cloud nine. No pain, no nothing. And I could lay over on my left side, or turn my head to the left side. I could watch on the screen where this wire was going up through my heart. Amazing. They found the blockage, and they put in a shunt, a foreign body inside one of my arteries in my heart. Now, that's a life-changing experience, because now I've got a foreign body inside one of my veins or arteries in my heart. And I'm nervous about it, but I have to say, I felt better physically after that was opened up. I felt better physically. After about 15, 20, 30, I was on the table about an hour. They pulled me off, they wheeled me upstairs, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling kind of drowsy, I'm kind of sluggish. Didn't lose my appetite, but then I'm now baptized into more hospital food, which has to be experienced to be appreciated. My point is, I thought I was going to get out of there Monday afternoon. Another night there. I didn't get out of there till Tuesday at noon. And even then, they wanted to keep me an extra day. It's hard getting out of hospital. Once you get in, you're in. And you've got to really be doing well to get out. And I work for the hospital. I'm a driver. I'm a courier. At any rate, what it showed me after this nurse came in on Tuesday to let me go is that my control of life had ended to a degree and was now in the hands of medicine and other doctor's appointments to make sure that I was still okay. I now have to take Plavix for at least a year, along with another 3 or 4 medications to keep that shunt open. My diet has to change, which I've been very good about for the last 4 or 5 days. No more Coca-Cola, no more cheeseburgers, no more double cheese pizza, lean meat, whole grains, nuts, water, sparkling water. I could have sparkling water. And another kicker that just really freaked me out is I'm pre-diabetic because my cholesterol's so high. Again, self-imposed because of my diet. Well, I've been on this nuts and fruits and lean stuff for the last 4 days. I've lost 5.5 pounds. Amazing. I'm also crapping my guts out. I guess that's part of the 5 pounds. My point for telling you all of this, guys, you got to be cognizant of the fact that what you put in has an effect. Even you tough guys out there, even you hardcore guys, you got to take care of yourself. You've got to watch out for yourself. You've got to start eating right. You have to. Fast food is so crappy now and so bad, so full of preservatives and all the stuff, the sugar, that's just not good for you. You got to take responsibility for your health. Now, I'm telling you, as an ex-airborne soldier, hardcore, hard charger, SWAT team guy, that food that you're eating has the potential to kill you. I'm an example of that. Now, I'm now on medication now for about 2 or 3 years. I've got to watch what I eat for 2 or at least 3 years. And it has changed my whole idea of my invincibility and my mortality, because it scared me. And I know there are people out there, there are guys my age, 50, 60, 70, maybe even older, who are ignoring symptoms and trying to treat it with aspirin and painkillers. Guys, if you've got any kind of tinges in your chest or any kind of fullness in your left arm, go to the goddamn doctor. Get checked out. Have some balls. Find out what's going on and then get fixed. I feel 100% better. I really do. Am I happy how I found out I'm better? No. Self-induced. Self-inflicted wound by what I eat and what you're eating right now. I'm making this plea to you. Do it for your family. Do it for the people who care about you. Because if you die of a heart attack, somebody else is living in your house, somebody is chasing your old lady around the house, somebody else is driving your car, somebody else is living your life because you're gone. Because you didn't go get checked out. Because you didn't take care of yourself when you needed to take care of yourself. I'm really an advocate of this now. And it took this as a wake-up call for me. I still write books. I'm writing my 15th right now. I'm working on it. I'm not going to write about me and this story, but the fear and the angst and the enlightenment of who I am and what I am will be cranked into this book. So in closing, guys, this is kind of an odd YouTube, but it's geared toward a certain demographic of individuals. And you know who you are. Don't run away from this. If you're having any kind of issues at all, you go to the doc and get him checked out. Modern medicine is fantastic now. They can do a lot of really cool things. They can do a lot of great things for you. But you got to go. Men don't like doctors. We don't like to be told that we're sick. We don't like to be put upon for our time. Well, you got to make time. You got to make time. It's important. You're not bulletproof. You're not Superman. The crap you eat all day and all week and all year is slowly hurting you. It hurt me, changed my life, and it can change your life for the worse. So, in closing on this video, this YouTube video, which I'm going to make more back into the writing, but I had to let you guys know where I've been and what's been going on. Get checked out. Take care of yourself. And if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your family. And like I always say, if you can't be safe, be sanitary. Get yourself checked out. This is Bill Clark, or William Clark, officially, for the Last Stand podcast. Thanks for listening. Take care of yourselves out there.